Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I am revisiting one of my mini one-sheet wonders. This is number 3. And I'm actually only going to use one sketch out of the 3 sketch layouts that are shown here. And what I thought I would do is craft with the Make It Merry kit. I still have so many supplies left over even after creating my initial set of 15 cards. But what I thought I would do today is take the one sketch and actually create it 2 ways. So in this first card, I am going to craft with the Make It Merry card making kit, which comes with a lot of supplies. It's really fabulous if you're new to crafting and you don't have all of the things like a die cutting machine or stamping tools and whatnot. You really can get everything that you need to create this card specifically, but as well a lot of different styles of cards, because you get a good variety of different items to craft with. So primarily on this particular card, I am featuring some of the pattern papers. I've chosen one that's a little bit hard to see because it's white with some gold foiling, and then a strip of that red pattern paper as a bit of an accent. And that red pattern paper is 2 inches wide by 5.5 tall, and my card today is US A2, so it measures folded 4.25 wide by 5.5 tall. And I am just arranging this sort of my focal point here is going to be this floral spray. And what I love is that the ephemera pieces, there's such a variety. So you have larger pieces like the floral spray that I initially started with, and I popped it up on some foam, which does come included in the card making kit. But as well, you'll find a lot of ephemera pieces that are individual smaller components like individual leaves. You've got some individual acorns, some sprigs, some flowers. There's even these kind of smaller die cut pieces that are just little hearts, little flowers, little circles, and I'm dotting them around the card almost as if they were enamel dots or sequins or flatback pearls, just using them as little accents here and there. So I really love that you get so much in this kit, and the ephemera pack is very generous on its own, but besides that, there are so many more items to craft with. So for my sentiment, I'm gonna reach for some stickers. Now in the kit you get some puffy stickers and as well some chipboard stickers. You get sentiments of a variety of different sizes, different font faces, and so there's a lot of different looks that you can achieve just based on the components that you want to use. So I pulled out one of the chipboard stickers as this little banner accent, and then I'm going to pick another chipboard sticker for my sentiment, and that's one of these more skinny ones. The chipboard stickers are great because they add some dimension to your card without needing foam, because they already have a bit of thickness to them as well as adhesive on the back. So it's really as simple as just peeling and sticking. So that's going to be my first card. Now I'll recreate the same sketch, but I'll actually use the Make It Merry add-ons that are available. So what you can get as part of the add-ons, you can actually buy them individually or buy them all combined as part of a bundle. And what I started with was the embossing folder. It's a really beautiful embossing folder that has a lot of pine needles or branches. And I love embossing folders like this because I don't see a particular orientation that you have to use. So you can really kind of use this in any direction you like. And what I love about that is because it's large enough that you can actually emboss 2 panels for A2 sized cards. So it's pretty efficient in that way. What I've done though is I've embossed a panel that's slightly smaller than USA2 in white. And then I embossed this green strip that I made sure to actually emboss such that it overlaps this very specific spot on that white panel. That way, when you look at this, between the white and the green, the embossed design is seamless. So that it almost looks like it's a single panel, but really there's a little bit of extra dimension there because that green panel is sitting on top of the white panel. So really, really fun way to add some extra, like a little bit of an extra pattern, but not a lot of extra color or, especially if you're looking to create something that is monochromatic. I'm not exactly going for that look today, but I thought that what I would show was, even though I'm going to try to recreate, not 100% the floral spray that you see to the left on my first card, but I wanted to show that one of the great things about having the die set is that a lot of the elements, the floral elements, they really do mimic the die cuts that you get in the ephemera pack that comes with the card making kit. So if you like the look of that, but you wanted to experiment with different colorways and different color palettes, it's really nice to have the dies because then you can do just that. So for example, instead of using very traditional reds and greens that you would see during the holidays, I'm going for a more abstract look with golds and browns and sort of neutral tones. So the dyes are really fabulous for, just stretching your card making kit supplies if you did happen to have both. It's really nice because then you could add some extra accents here and there and mix and match your own die cuts with the ephemera pieces that come in the card kit. But you can also do what I'm doing here where I'm not actually even using anything from the card making kit and I'm only using the Make It Merry add-ons to craft with. So it's really great because you can get just the add-ons and craft with it, and you're not missing out on anything if you don't have the full card making kit, and vice versa as well. If you have the full card making kit and you don't get any of the add-ons, there's still plenty to craft with, and you can create quite a few cards with the card making kit all on its own. But when you have both, I think it's really nice because they both coordinate so well together, and then you can really stretch all of your supplies and really create some very unique looking projects. So really, really fabulous. And this die set just has a ton. It's got several different flowers, different shapes. You've got the poinsettia flower, and then you have, I don't even know what type of flower it is, but you've got those in 2 different sizes. There are lots of foliage of a great variety. So you've got the holly leaves, you've got the pine kind of branches, some other greenery foliage. So really, really wonderful. And there's even an acorn in there, which I think is really lovely. So really nice winter foliage. Love that. And the last die set that you can get as an add-on is the set of sentiment die set. And with this, you get the one die that will cut out the outline of a double fish-tailed, kind of a wavy banner. And then you get 3 sentiment die plates with it. And what I really love about the this set is that the sentiments are fabulous because they're not Christmas specific. They're holiday and sort of winter specific. So that's kind of nice. It's good to in terms of just depending on who you're making cards for and what they celebrate during that time of year. It's nice to have something that's a little bit more general and hopefully easier to use. But as well, I love the fact that the outline die is actually separate. And the reason for that is because I think this outline die it's interesting because it's got that subtle sort of wave that goes through, and it's got that nice detailing of the double fishtail ends. But I also feel like this would be a great one to actually stamp a sentiment onto as well, because that curvature of that wave, it's really subtle. So even if you just stamped a sentiment that went straight across and you didn't try to kind of match the curvature of the wave with the curvature of the stamp, it would still look okay. So that makes it really easy, I think, to use as just a banner that you stamp onto. Certainly, if you wanted, it would be possible to just bend your stamp a little bit to try to match that subtle curve. And because it's not, a super rounded curve, it would be, I think, easier to bend your stamp as you're putting it onto an acrylic block or a stamp positioning tool to try to match the lettering to the curve of the banner. So I really like this little banner die, and I know Spellbinders has a ton of sentiment stamps that would fit into or onto that banner. So I really love it. It's going to be a very good like multi-purpose, and just that little bit of that curve and the double fishtail ends, it really makes it just a little bit different, a little bit more special than your straight banner. So here's a final look at my 2 cards. So this one I've crafted with all of the Make It Merry add-on bundles, and only those Make It Merry add-ons, to create this floral cluster and this beautiful embossed background. And then revisiting the first card that I made, this one I've used only items from the Make It Merry card making kit. So I've got a couple of the different pattern papers to start off my background, and then this lovely collection of die cut ephemera, some of which are actually gold foiled and have that spot foiling for that extra little bit of bling. I hope that you enjoyed my cards today. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. Thanks so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye!